But yeah, Rick Rubin is probably the most famous person to never be known because of how many things he's worked on.
Man, I wanted that title for myself.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. It's not gonna be given to you for at least another 10 years. You gotta do some more things. I believe in you.
Don't do too much.
Don't do too much.
No, I don't want to actually become known because then I'm out of the running.
Right. Good afternoon, and welcome to your favorite variety news show, giving you the latest and, in our opinion, greatest news for our eardrums. I don't know why
we were setting this up for like 5 minutes.
Oh, it's right here. I'm one of your hosts, Vince Vibes, giving you Vibing with Vince.
Dustin with Showbiz Spotlight.
Anthony with the Gaming Temple.
You're not harmonizing.
You're not harmonizing.
I'm losing it back here. Hold on.
I know it's been a minute since we've done a show. With Anthony.
Hello.
That is Anthony. Why have you been gone?
Because I've been told that we do the show Mondays at 4 p.m. Listen live on whatever 365, and then we don't do a show Monday at 4 p.m.
We do the shows on days, and we do the shows on time.
Absolutely.
And that's just how it goes around here.
Yep. We do the shows on days, and we do the shows on time.
On any given day, ending in Y.
Not on time, mind you, but we do them on different times.
No, we try our best to make our 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., but life happens, busy life happens. I worked all Sunday night. Mr. BS was sick. And Anthony,
I was here. I was ready to go on Monday.
Oh, well.
As was I.
Well, we're ready to go right now. That's what matters. Isn't that right, Mr. BS? Oh, he's still sick.
Do we have a crickets?
Yeah, I know, right? Where's the crickets? There is no crickets. It's lame.
It's too late now anyway.
Those are the crickets I know.
That's how I feel about that.
Oh, man. Today on Vibing with Vince, we're actually going to go over the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. We're going to be stepping away from football. I know, that's crazy. For 3 weeks in a row now, I don't think I've really talked about football as the main subject. I know you haven't been here, Anthony, but that's a march forward, guys. Okay, I have more than 2 subjects that I like. Okay.
Well, you kind of circled back to the original subject that you like, actually.
Well,
now, what was that segment called?
Rap report. Right?
That's not what it was called.
No, that's what it should have been called. It was called Daily Rap.
It should have been called Rap.
It should have been.
But yeah, it was called Daily Rap.
Tried retconning it. It was no.
No.
We got all those new fans since the Chris episode, so we're just gonna rewrite history.
Rewrite history from the very beginning. Exactly. I agree. And what are you going to be talking about today, Dustin?
Well, speaking of Hall of Fames, we're going to give a send-off to one of the best short animated series that came out in the last few years. Smiling Friends has come to an end. The last 2 episodes released yesterday. We're going to talk about it and give a little review of the whole show overall now that it's complete.
Oh, man. And what are you going to be talking about over there? Anthony?
I'm going to talk about something that Mr. BS actually brought to my attention. Rest in peace. God bless.
Now,
he's not dead. He's just sick.
Did you fact check it? Because it could have been April Fool's.
I have fact checked it. Sony's being a little silly goose and raising their prices of their consoles.
Oh. Now, they were already too expensive, I think.
Yeah.
All right, nice, man. But how have you been, Anthony? How has working over at the Yankees spring training camp been?
It's been fine. It's been great. It's easy.
It's easy.
It's easy, yeah. So I run, well, I guess during spring training, when the Yankees were there, I ran one of the pop-up team stores and stuff, which was pretty cool. I was like my own boss. I got to decide what I sold and how I sold it.
Nice.
And I got to watch and listen to baseball, which is, I'm a little biased, but that's pretty cool for me to do. Now, Yankees no longer there. It's the Tampa Tarpons now, minor league team. more of the same, but a lot less people.
Now, if there's less people coming into your merch store, does that affect you negatively, or is it just kind of more of a chill day?
It's a chill day. They know. They know. It's the minor league teams. I mean, people aren't running. It's a lot of like the players' families maybe that go and watch them.
Yeah.
So they know.
Okay.
But no, pretty easy job. I get to say I work alongside baseball every day. That's pretty cool for me.
That's pretty cool.
Mean, yeah, a lot of people have to like, not work on their hobby or something they enjoy on as an everyday job. I mean, to be able to work on something you enjoy on as an everyday job has got to be, enjoy. Even if it's not for the team that you fully love, it's got to be pretty awesome to be around. I mean, I know even though I'm not the biggest fan of hockey or some of the shows that I work on music-wise, to be around music productions on a constant basis and to be around sports is still an awesome experience, do you enjoy Tampa history, or is it just something you do?
Well, if I'm speaking as a spokesperson for the official Tampa Bay tour company, I love history, and I immerse myself in it.
Yeah. Off the record.
Yeah, if I was talking off the record as a different person who is a character but very similar to me, I don't really care. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't particularly care. I like history in that I'll watch like an old In Search of History episode about the ancient Romans or something. But people rolling cigars, not really my bag.
Built Rome in a day.
You just.
I think no, they did.
Yeah,
they did because
I'm giving you facts.
Yeah, no, because they found those baby wolves and then they turned them into men, and then wolf men built the city in a day. That's like
absolutely.
That's like the official history.
I believe it.
Well,
it's true.
When we come back, it'll be vibing with Vince, but Dustin just seems to be fighting for his right to party. Here's You Gotta Fight for Your Right to Party by the Beastie Boys. And we're back with the weekly roundup on Hawk Radio on Live 365. Hillsborough College. You can listen to us there, or you can listen to us on at the Weekly Roundup _1 on YouTube, or you can listen to us on Hawk Radio's own YouTube. Am I missing any other shout outs?
No, but I just want to clarify something. After I put in all those addresses, do I put a .com? Or do I put, what do we used to do with .net?
.coms.
Okay, they're all .coms.
Yeah.
Because I don't want a random fish slapping event.
No. You can put in the .coms now. All right?
I remember a time where the .coms were a luxury.
The .coms
they were forbidden.
A luxury. No, yeah, they were forbidden. But
I have so many .coms in my pocket saved for later.
They're like Cuban cigars.
The fact that we've been here doing this show long enough to remember a time where we were on a Primo stream.
Oh, good old Primo stream. PrimoStream.net.
The Weekly Roundup is coined the longest running show on Hillsborough College.
And since that's a slogan and not a statement of fact, nobody can actually deny it.
Right. You cannot deny it because it's true. And if you will, show us another show that's got 45 plus episodes on YouTube right now.
You can't do it.
You can't do it.
I know it took us over 2 years.
It almost took us over 2 years.
Show us another show that has over 100 views on multiple videos.
Right.
No chance.
No chance. Anyways, on Vibing with Vince, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame themselves have just announced the 2026 inductees. And we'll kind of be going over it here. So they kind of have it set up in 4 main categories. 1 is the main artist. 2 is the early influence. 3 is musical excellence. And then 4 is the Aragon Award. So we'll go over the main inductees. Number 1 is Phil Collins.
Okay.
Feeling it. I'm feeling it in the air tonight, of course.
He should be in there.
He should be in there. Billy Idol, White Wedding.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to say Billie Eilish.
No, not yet.
You almost said not yet.
Yeah, she's still got like 20 years, I think. Iron Maiden, Joy Division, Oasis.
Oh, it's a
Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
That is a catchy song.
That is a catchy song. Wonderwall, also Oasis.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, put them in there. Put them in there now.
All right. Sade.
Okay.
Luther Vandross.
Okay.
And Wu-Tang Clan.
This is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Rock and Roll Hall of
I
Fame.
feel like it hasn't been the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in a minute. It's just
Well,
been
I
kind of
feel like
whatever.
It's just the Music Hall of
I
Fame.
think so.
Yeah, it's pretty much kind of turned into a Music Hall of Fame. Last year, they had Outkast as the kind of like hip-hop inductee. So this year, it's Wu-Tang Clan, which is actually kind of surprising that Wu-Tang Clan gets the looks after Outkast.
Outkast is like way better, I think.
Well, I mean, one can argue that, but in terms
You could, but
in terms of like
Please do.
you know, time frame wise and when they first came out and stuff, like
Now, how
Wu-Tang
do-
Clan is
how do they make these decisions? Somebody's just sitting around listening to like old songs and like this guy's going in this year.
that's a great question actually. If I'm going based off of how they do other shows, it's probably, you know, they have a group of like 500 to 1,000 people that kind of vote on, you know, the winners of said, you know,
Industry professionals.
industry
I see,
professionals
I see.
in going forward. So those were the main, you know, artists themselves. Going forward, we have some early influence. So these are people that maybe aren't the most famous, but have been sparked to cause, you know, to be influential to other famous artists. So we have Celia Cruz, Queen Latifah,
Ooh.
Okay.
MC Light, and Graham Parsons as the early influence inductees. And then musical excellence, we got Linda Creed, Arif Madden, Jimmy Miller, and last off, Rick Rubin, which if y'all don't know who Rick Rubin is, he's a longtime music producer who has produced your favorite album and your mom's favorite album, because he's been around for albums like System of a Down's Toxicity. He's been around for Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic, Red Hot Chili Peppers. He's been a part of Watch the Throne and Life of Pablo, Kanye West, and even was around for Donda, all the way up to Donda. You know, Rick Rubin is produced a lot of music. License to Ill, Beastie Boys.
So what does that mean? He just gives them money, or like?
So no, he basically has no musical talents. He said that on a interview before. He basically goes in there and tells people what he likes and what he doesn't like of the music.
See,
and
that's the job you want.
He's a one-man focus group.
right. And I think what's great about Rick Rubin is he knows what to take out in music. He what is when a song is too much of something, you know. He's very good
And he's been passing Kanye songs?
passing Kanye songs.
I don't know if he does know when the songs
not
too
since
far.
Donda. Not since Donda.
Okay.
You know, so
That's why I had to go. I said, you can't say that.
Kanye goes, I'm gonna say it anyways. No. But yeah, Rick Rubin is probably the most famous person to never be known because of how many things he's worked on.
Man, I wanted that title for myself.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. It's not gonna be given to you for at least, you know, another 10 years. You gotta do some more things, you know. I believe in
But
you,
don't do
Dustin.
too much.
Don't do too
No,
much.
I don't want to actually become known because then I'm out of the running.
Right. But that was the pretty much the inductees of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Were there any kind of surprises to you? I know you said that you know, it has become more of a music Hall of Fame, Anthony, which it is true. It has kind of stepped to a more music Hall of Fame, but I mean, all of these artists still have some sort of rock influence or some sort of like live music influence, or like they're still playing instruments and stuff. It's not just fully like samples or fully produce beats like that. So I can see where like Wu-Tang Clan and Sade and Luther Vandross, who aren't rock and roll, but still have live music influence and like guitars and that kind of sound playing throughout. I can see why they get the looks in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I think it's a good idea for them to expand it, honestly, because rock is like falling off as a genre. Imagine like in 50 years, who are they going to be putting in? Like they need to expand if they want to stay like relevant.
Or they're gonna run out of people.
They're gonna we got it. We're putting Coldplay.
Ooh.
And that's the newest rock band I can think of. I don't even know who's out there now.
Think about it.
It's still Coldplay.
It's still Coldplay.
And the Rolling Stones are still out there too.
Man, what do they have, like a necromancer for a manager?
Oh my goodness. Got the moves like Jagger is probably more popular to the kids nowadays than Rolling Stones as an actual
Maroon
band.
5 into the the rock and roll.
Maroon 5. Oh no. When we come back, it'll be Showbiz Spotlight. But here is Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers, produced by Rick Rubin.
Shout out
Rick Rubin, Hall of Fame inductee. And we're back, Dustin. Take it away.
I hope that wasn't overheard. I have to be really incognito.
No, it wasn't overheard.
All right, good. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
This is my segment.
Oh, wow. Now the song finally works.
Showbiz.
That's insane.
You couldn't get that to play earlier.
It just took till now to find that song in that area.
What song is that?
You gotta fight for the right to play.
My eyes are down here.
Boys.
Yeah.
There's people watching us.
Hello,
people outside watching us.
Also produced by Rick Rubin. Actually,
it was all a setup.
It was all a setup.
The most famous guy I've never heard of.
Oh my goodness.
I'm already sick of hearing about him.
Anyways, take it away.
That's why he's not famous. All right, so it's time for Showbiz Spotlight. And, what a weekend I had. This was a crazy weekend. You guys wouldn't believe it. I actually got robbed this weekend.
What?
I did.
Did you wait for the segment to tell us?
I got robbed for about like $400 this weekend. It was insane. They said if I didn't give them the money, I got strong-armed, really. They said if I didn't give them the money, they were going to send men with guns over to my house. They were going to kidnap me.
Oh, my God.
Now,
Did you live?
I did live, but my wallet is $400 lighter. I'm kidding, of course. This weekend was the deadline to do your taxes. And that's what I had to do this weekend. So after that traumatizing experience, imagine my surprise to find out that there was 2 final episodes of Smiling Friends coming out Sunday night.
A light at the end of the tunnel.
A little bit of a light at the end of a very dark tunnel. So
actually, it's still a dark tunnel because the show's ending forever.
The show is ending forever, but I sure like having a bow on the end of a series. You know what I mean? Because there we have the series. We know the whole thing was good. Mm-hmm. It's kind of nice.
Right.
So they dropped 2 new episodes. Couldn't watch them on Sunday night, but I was able to watch them early Monday morning. Mm-hmm. Very funny stuff. They had the return of one of the funnier side characters in an unexpected way.
Was it Mr. Frog?
It was not.
Oh no, I think I know who it is.
Yeah.
I think I know. I mean, can we spoil Smiling Friends?
I don't care.
I haven't watched it, but I think I know who you're talking about, right?
Yes.
It was Burnout Paradise?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was him. He goes back at the very end of one of the episodes, so pretty good stuff. And I got to thinking, as I just said, good show all around, I think. And once something is over, I think I was talking about this last week about The Boys. I'll probably watch it now that the series has come to an end, or once it does come to an end.
The Boys' first 2 episodes of season 5 came out last Wednesday, and they killed off a big character, like a gigantic character, first episode of the last season.
Oh, okay.
Insane! I was not prepared for it. And then guess what? Daredevil Born Again Season 2, Episode 4, the brand new episode of last week, does the same thing, kills off a gigantic character.
I can't believe they killed Homelander twice. Dog.
In the show, and I'm just like back to back. I watched them pretty much, and like devastated. Like two characters. Well, the character in Daredevil, I think, had it coming, but the character in The Boys was actually like doing the right thing, and
I like it when shows do that, because that's one thing I kind of hate about shows. If they don't do that, is there's no stakes, because if they don't kill off major characters, you know how it's going to end. Essentially, they're going to win. So I like it when they give you a big surprise like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil. I'm not. Both shows or go into like what really happens, because you should sit down and watch both of those shows. That they are worth your time, in my opinion. But just mind-blowing stuff. Like great television is back. And it makes me happy.
So
that's a bold statement that great television is back.
So is this the last season of The Boys?
Final season ever, of The Boys, yeah. They're wrapping up the whole series. This episode 2, it felt like another major character died too. So I feel like they might be going with every episode of major character might be dying, because 2 big characters back to back, boom boom. So we'll see how it plays out. But
that's in a way a spoiler, because now I know no major characters are going to die until the last season. You've ruined the show for me.
Oh no, major characters.
And then every episode of season 5 you're going to go, all right, which one's going to die?
Yeah. There's major characters that die throughout the season still. There's characters you fall in love with and die, and then
I don't need that kind of trauma.
Oh yeah, you'll be introduced to a lot of trauma in The Boys, because there's a lot more than just main characters dying in that show. That's insane.
Okay, well, fortunately, after all that trauma, I can always watch
The Smiling Friends.
The Smiling Friends, a nice little short off the wall series.
Right.
That go ahead.
Hot take here. I always thought it was trying to be Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I thought that's what you were going to say.
It was never as funny.
See, now since we had this conversation last time, I have actually watched a few Aqua Teen Hunger Forces. I see what you mean. I see what you mean in principle, because it kind of seems like the landlord guy is Mr. Boss, and they do have like a similar setup.
Similar setup. It seems like different art styles throughout the different episodes. Different things get added in that aren't like normal to the world and stuff like that.
For me, I still kind of go the other way. I still think Smiling Friends was funnier. I liked all the like internet references to things that I see, like that. They had Perry Caravello on an episode. Like that won me over. Come on.
Yeah, they did.
You're never gonna get so many lolcat references.
Do you realize?
Yeah, they made that Chris Chan reference. They kind of made another one because he was supposed to be a voice on there. They did Daniel Larson. It was crazy. They never did Cyrax.
Never did Cyrax.
Maybe that's for the best, though. I don't think he belongs on any affiliate of Cartoon Network, to be honest.
Yeah, probably not.
But anyway, go check it out. They're only 11 minutes, so it's not that much of an investment. Go check it out. I'm giving, now that it's all said and done, Smiling Friends 5 bags of popcorn and a little statue of Mr. Boss that you can take home with you.
Do you have a favorite episode? Now that it's all said.
It's probably the Perry Caravello episode with Salties.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's season 1 still. Okay.
Right. Because I watched Perry Caravello live, like the lolcow live stream that he does, that they just kind of torment him for like 12 hours on. So I'll turn that on every once in a while. So it was insane to me seeing him on like a sitcom. It was great.
But all shows must come to an end, must be, sealed with a kiss. When we come back, it'll be the Gaming Temple, but here's Kiss from a Rose by Seal to bless your eardrums. Here you go.
Oh, nice.
Is that what a kiss feels like?
Anthony, take it away, my friend. We have 10 minutes left, pretty much, and this is perfect timing.
Way too much time
for you.
I'm used to having 30 seconds.
That's right. We'll cut you off and start talking about grave robbers or something.
Mr. BS that comes before you now, but Mr. BS is out sick. He's not feeling good. May he rest in
He's up there with
peace.
Steven.
Well, again, both of them are not dead.
It feels like
But they're
it.
not here, so where are they?
What happens? Why is that chair like the seat of death? People come in here and then they sit in that chair. They disappear.
They disappear. That is true.
Have you checked on Julian? Is he alive?
You know what? I haven't heard from him in a couple days.
See?
Who knows? Who knows? But take it away, Anthony.
Okay, so gamers get hit hard once again, most depressed group on the planet. This is coming from PlayStation themselves. They're hiking the prices of their consoles effective April 2nd, so last week. And from the horse's mouth themselves, with continued pressures in the global economic landscape, we've made the decision to increase the prices of the PS5, PS5 Pro, and the PlayStation Portal. For context, the lowest I've ever seen a PS5 go for is like $399, I think, these days. They're going to hike up the price to $649.
Oh my god.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
The PS Pro, $899.
Oh my god.
And I
just
went-
buy a PC.
I went into this with that in mind. I was going to talk about how the gap between the upfront cost of buying a console and a PC is getting shorter, or the gap is closing, and then the RAM prices are basically throwing that out the window. I tried finding pre-built PCs to make the comparison. They're all well over $1,000, $1,200, $1,300.
Oh, really?
I saw maybe one that was like almost $900. Doesn't come with a monitor, so you buy that. That'll get you to the $1,000 almost.
Okay.
So before that, yeah, the argument I was going to make was, are we seeing this sort of decline? Like, are consoles going to slowly be phased out because you have things like the upfront cost isn't as, I guess, as enticing anymore. Console exclusives are kind of going away. I mean, Xbox gave up on that pretty much. And then, what was the other thing? Well, it's just those two for now. It was just like, yeah, saying, you know, whatever he said. So I was going to make that argument, you know, if we entertain the fantasy that the RAM prices are going to go back down, what's stopping people from just going PC at this point?
I mean, I think people who haven't gone there before find it a little bit daunting, I think. Like, if you're going to buy something for your kid, you're probably not going to buy them a PC because it seems a little bit daunting.
I have a PlayStation 5 for sale, guys, for $450 if y'all want it.
See, he's already profiteering.
Actually, I'm not going to sell it because I still want to play Wolverine that comes out later this year, a PlayStation exclusive that I will be holding on to. But it does seem like I don't think prices will ever go down, even if the RAM shortage gets kind of cleared up. I just feel like we kind of see this deal as once prices go up, prices are going to stay up, you know, and...
Well, what's the problem with RAM now? Is it all the AI data centers?
I think so, yeah.
It's pretty much
Okay.
AI is killing the market when it comes to the RAM and
So I think the prices would go back down if, like, the AI bubble popped and nobody did it anymore because they'd have to start selling again. But if the
that's
AI,
never gonna happen.
I mean, it may or may not, but you're right. It probably won't.
So
I don't see them going back down.
no.
Well, like, because you take the whole RAM price out of the window or whatever, you could get a pre-built PC for like $700, $800. And, you know, with some setting tweaking, you could play just about everything you could play on the on a PlayStation. And you have the ever-growing Steam library.
Yeah.
That's, you know, all of like the new trending games online all come from Steam. All those like indie games that kind of take the world by storm.
And they're always like 90% off. I mean, you're getting games almost for free on Steam compared to the consoles.
Right. So going for console, outside of, like you said, the daunting jump of going to console for like children, it's like I see a future where, especially now that it's getting longer between generations.
Yeah.
Like the PS5 and the Xbox Series X came out, what, in 2019, 2020, around there?
Really?
I think so. Maybe even before that.
Man, my Xbox is so old.
Maybe even before that. And
really?
I think so. I could double check. You guys can banter for a
I
second.
feel like maybe he's right. Maybe it was 2019, 2020. I feel like I got my Xbox Series S in 2021. Or
The PS5 released November 12th, 2020.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that makes sense. Me
So-
getting the X series in 2021.
So we're 6 years in, no talk of whatever the next generation of consoles are. Versus if you go PC, you don't have to buy the newest GPU, the newest CPU. You can they release that stuff every year. You could just buy the second or third generation behind it, and still be good. Play whatever it is you want to play. Maybe just not in ultra high definition HD. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's the thing. So you can turn the settings, like the graphical
Down.
settings, down so much that you can get games that shouldn't really run, like a game that wouldn't run on a similar console. You can get to run on the PC just by turning them all down. I played Red Dead 2 in ultra low settings. I actually had to go into the settings and edit some files to make them lower. But I played the whole thing on an $800 PC.
But yeah, you can do that these days, right? Not like a couple years ago where I feel like PCs were in the thousands. So everyone just pivoted to console because it was just
Yeah.
a cheaper upfront cost. You go, yeah, I'll spend $500 on a PS4 because I'm not going to go through the trouble of saving up for a PC. But now, again, RAM prices aside, that gap is closing. More and more people, I feel like, are pivoting to PC anyway. Especially some of the younger groups are pivoting to PC as well. Are we seeing the first stages of maybe console kind of being phased out?
I think so. It seems like an archaic thing almost. Like in 20, 30 years, it's going to look like it's going to look like one of those machines that you use to rewind videotapes. It's like some weird extra thing that people used to own that there's really no need to own anymore.
And I think you've already seen it from the different companies, like Microsoft especially. Like they've already started to kind of pivot away from the console as a whole. Like Xbox has been kind of marketing being able to stream their games as a more serviceable platform, and like trying to get on smart TVs just as like a same thing as like you're loading into Netflix, like, oh, I'm loading into Xbox. And I think like we'll kind of see the shift more to streaming video games as that technology gets better, I think, because I think that's something that Microsoft has been pouring a lot of money into. But even if that doesn't work out, it just shows us that even the big companies are seeing the end of consoles, or kind of like the decline of consoles, as people are not buying as many. But
I think some companies are going to be more resilient though. Like I don't see Nintendo
I'm
going
glad
away.
I'm glad you brought up Nintendo, because Nintendo has always had like a chokehold on the handheld market.
Yeah.
I mean, even the Switch and the Switch 2, they're handheld consoles.
Yeah.
Right? You can plug them into your TV, but I think they're marketed as gaming on the go.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Right, so even, I feel like,
You
to,
can
go, to go against your argument, they've already kind of gone away with consoles.
Well, I mean the Switch is a console though, and then you can never play Nintendo games on PC. Like
That's true.
you'll never see it. Like Mario Kart on Steam, you'll never
well,
see it.
you can never play it legally.
Well, right. You have to get like some like not so great emulator.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
which is like who wants to go through that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like up to the Wii U, I think that all the emulators are pretty perfect. Like the Nintendo 64, I have on.
See, so that's still really far behind, which kind
I know.
of speaks to my point. You know, if somebody wants like Mario Kart World or whatever,
Yeah.
they got to go buy a Switch too.
That is true. But I mean, in that regard, I mean, a lot of the PlayStation games, Xbox doesn't really do it.
Xbox has given up. Everything's online.
Yeah.
I mean, Halo's coming to PlayStation, I think, this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that concerns me as somebody who like owns like probably 65 games on the Xbox store. If they lose faith in the console, at what point do they discontinue even supporting it on the store, and then I can't re-download my stuff?
Well, that's the issue with, that's the fight people have between physical media and digital media, because you technically don't own anything digitally.
Yeah.
Right, they could get rid of that crap and that's it. You paid for the subscription, you paid for the service.
Yep.
You didn't pay for the game. So that's a very real scenario,
Yeah.
likelihood, where they just go, end of service for the Xbox, and you go, okay, I've poured 20 years into this thing, it's just all going to go away. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you have to start getting a bunch of hard drives, downloading everything, and then just that's what you have now, I guess.
Hope for the best.
No, for the best.
But, that has been another episode of the Weekly Roundup. It is already 1 o'clock. That is crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
I know.
Time is a circle.
Time is a circle, a non-linear construct.
Man-made construct.
Man-made construct. To get introspective to end the episode, this has been
Clocks are just prisons.
the Weekly Roundup on Hawk Radio, the longest running show in Hawk Radio history. Is it really?
Well, this is one of the shortest running shows of the day, so I'm not sure if we can accurately say that today.
Well, yeah. Short episode, longest running
In general.
in
yeah.
general. But
What is this? This is a different goodbye song. I'm
this is
very
a different
concerned.
goodbye song because NSYNC is gone.
No.
Where'd they take my NSYNC, Tom? Where is my NSYNC?